this street preacher. Did you guys see this story?
Oh, no. I saw that.
This is crazy. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Pulls a gun?
Yeah, it is.
Well, surprise, a troon pulls a gun on somebody. Never would have guessed.
Yeah, I thought you'd like this one. I was like, I got my Bible girls on today. I'm like, this is like the crossover, a dream topic. I was going to talk about it yesterday, but I'm like, I got Gothix and Melonie. So here's a video. It's 38 seconds. Here is a street preacher. Just doing what would you call them? Street preachers, or is there another name?
Yeah, street preacher is accurate.
Street preacher's good.
Okay, hold on a second.
Harder, but you need to try less being like somebody you're not and start to humble yourself and be somebody that God made you to be. He didn't make a man to be a woman. He made the man to be a man. He didn't make the woman to be a man. He made the woman to be a woman. And this is the truth. What are you going to do? Come attack me now? Hey, man, that's up to you. If you want to pull it on me, God bless you. So you just threatened.
He misgendered him to his face.
After having a gun pulled on him. He didn't cower or anything. He just kind of like, hey, man.
Yeah. I mean, like.
What a ball.
That trigger discipline has me triggered.
Yeah, his finger was on the trigger. His finger was on the trigger.
Look,
you don't think that's real?
Wow.
I mean, it might be. It looks like a. I don't even know.
It looks like a 1911 form factor to me. It looks very much like a real gun.
Like a typical man.
I think it's real.
Yeah, I think that's a real gun.
That's crazy.
Like, hey, man.
And by the way, it's literally the only thing in his purse.
See, that is real. This is like real biblical level of faith where he's like, I am going to share the word of God and the principles of the Bible, even if I die, even if they kill me, I am going to share the truth. I mean, this is unfathomably based.
What do you think, Gothix?
Wow.
This is what I think, okay? Because there are some people that are trying to say, like, most of the comments are, oh, well, I mean, how is this surprising? A trans individual pulling a gun out. I don't think this is specific to, obviously, I mean, yeah, you got something going on if you adopt that ideology to begin with. But I think this is just the nature of, like, when you affirm something that is evil from the get, you can expect that you're going to continue to push the boundaries. Like, society is going to continue to push the boundaries as to what type of evil will we continue to endorse. Like, if you see a lot of that, like that Luigi guy that killed the healthcare dude, there are people applauding that. And they don't see that as an issue at all. They think that their violence is justified. So yeah, I expect more of this is probably going to happen because these people have been conditioned to think that their human rights are at stake. So
yes, I mean, all the actions afterwards become justified to them, right?
The tranny memes and stuff on Twitter and all that is, it's just like all of these that are sharing, and all of their jokes and comics consist of, don't affirm me and I'll kill you. Like, that's all. It's always violence, all of it.
Yeah. I mean, Luke, first of all, brother's gonna need a follow-up on this. I need to know, if that, by the way, if that gun isn't real, that does not change the charge. He will still get charged for like a terroristic threat or something like that, because I know that like kids will use fake guns in robberies because they think they're not going to catch that charge, but they still do. So as far as I know, I don't know where this is, but as far as I know, this is real. Somebody in chat says it's a 50 cal paintball gun that can shoot metal balls and take an eye out. Oh, so it's kind of like the Byrnas. Doesn't matter. Still a weapon then.
Right.
Deus Ex, are you guessing that, or was that what was reported? It doesn't matter what it is. He's threatened him with a weapon. That charge is still the same. Luke, I mean, you've had some hairy situations, right? Like,
people are saying that this is San Francisco. We don't know the exact location of it. I want to know who that preacher is, because that preacher's a badass. I mean, to have a gun pointed at you, to have your faith tested, and the first response is to say, hey man.
Yeah, immediately.
Isn't a man. Isn't trying to be a man. It's like, whoa.
Yes.
It's like, holy cow. I mean, you know, from a safety perspective, you know, that wasn't the right thing to say. I don't know if it was on purpose or it was on accident. But, you know, this conversation is important because this issue is becoming more than just a stereotype at this point. And we have to acknowledge the larger incidences that have also recently happened in schools. And yeah, we got to be safe here because we're still on, on YouTube here. But you know, doing something like this in Florida is absolutely insane because like that looked like a real firearm, and whether
he could have if he was armed in Florida, he could have returned fire. Like totally legal.
100%. And he would have been in the right because he has a crazy person coming up and pulling out what looks like exactly a gun to his head. It probably was a gun with the way that San Francisco is run and many of these kind of democratic cities are run. A lot of the most violent, most craziest, most unhinged people do have weapons and they do use them, and usually they go unpunished here. But this preacher showed no fear. Some would say that this was a bad approach for survival, but I just want to know. People are confirming in the chat room that it is San Francisco, by the way, which makes sense with just how absolutely lawless it is. I remember doing a video there where I was just walking around, and I was doing a walk and talk video where I didn't edit it, so it was just one kind of conversation without any editing. And in that conversation of me just talking about all the poop and needles that I was seeing all over the place, and I was in the center of town, by the way, there was two crazy, weird transformer individuals running and screaming at police officers. Police officers were running away from them. Police officers are running the other way, away from these crazy people screaming at them. So you know, clearly there's a lot of issues here surrounding the kind of safety issues that a lot of people are in, surrounded by these people that clearly are mentally unstable, and there should be a bigger conversation here about what needs to be done.
Yeah, I mean, if this is San Francisco, I can safely assume that there will be no charges filed.
Yep.
You know, like I can be reasonably almost certain that there'll be no charges filed here. Also, I want to echo the based you know, preachers, like, I mean, like, just watch this, like, gun in his face and he gives it right back to him.
He didn't make a man to be a woman. He made the man to be a man. He didn't make the woman to be a man. He made the woman to be a woman. And this is the truth. What are you going to do? Come attack me now? I should. Hey, man, it's up to you. If you want to pull on me, well, God bless you.
Hey,
you
man.
just threatened me with a gun. You just pulled a gun on my face.
Yeah.
Man, Lord have mercy on you.
Man.
This means that you don't even know who you are. Nope, I still love you. Even though you pulled a gun on me, I still love you. I still bless you.
I mean, based.
This is biblical levels of do not fear who can kill the body, fear who can kill the soul, God only, fear God alone. And wow, just absolute demonstration of that here. What a boss.
Yeah, I'm happy for him, and I'm happy this got filmed. And you know, to be honest with you, if Gavin Newsom wants me to take him seriously as a president, like, you know, how about, I always love it when people want to run for president, like when the strongest reason to vote for Gavin, not for Ron DeSantis, was how well run Florida is. That was like, okay, that gets me 50% of the way there. Now just give me a couple policies I like and I'll consider you. And then he did kind of fall out of favor a little bit. Gavin, like, you show, what's the other saying, like, you show me your friends, I'll show you who you are, kind of thing. Like, you show me what you run now, you want to run the whole country? You can't even run San Francisco, bro. Like, it is it's like, it's LA, San Francisco, Oakland. I mean, every big city in that state is a complete dump. And like, is that who I want? That's not what I want for America. That's 100% sure.